Yes, frankly, I can't imagine what my life would be like without music. It's what gets me through the day. Listening to music is how I get going in the morning. Later at work, it's how I stay productive. And in the evening, it's what helps me unwind. Did you hear this part well? Parcha Nicholas.
Patricia Nichols, yeah, 34 in Vancouver,
Oh,
Canada. So she explains about, what's the role of music in her life. So it has a big effect on
yes.
her, right? So she can't imagine her life without music. All right.
Yes. What about second one? It's my opinion that music is a kind of international language, a way for people to communicate with whomever they met. The fact that enjoyment of music is universal makes it an ideal way to bring culture together. Music can open doors for you everywhere you go in the world.
Yeah,
Santigi?
Santigi
Santigi?
Matomi, 27, Freetown, Sierra Leone. Okay, the third one.
Yes. I'm a performer and music is a part of who am I?
Who I am.
Who am I? صح, who I am. It's a way for me to express what's in my heart. The truth is, whether or not I perform is not really a choice. I have to do it. Whatever happens during the day, good or bad, comes out in my music.
Exactly. Okay,
Yes.
so here, do any of the comments be above ring true for you? Can you relate with any one of those?
I think as the first one, but not like her.
Yeah,
Like, less than her, of course.
of course. Yeah, I see. Okay, so here it's about the grammar is about noun clauses. The noun clause can be a subject, a direct object, or an indirect object. A subject complement or the object of a preposition. For example, whatever happens during the day comes out in my music. There is a subject. So the noun clause. Okay, it's kind of a sentence. This can begin with that, if, whether or not, or a question word. Okay, so you can say, I believe that life would be empty without music. So this is a noun clause. We asked them if they could play the song for us again. Okay, so it can be a direct object as
Uh,
well. I don't know why I'm so crazy about his music. This is called a noun clause in the grammar part. Okay, I'll give
okay.
whoever class first the tickets. Indirect object. Music is what helps me unwind. What helps me unwind is a subject complement. You know, music is a way
What do you
for
mean
people.
compliment? It's subject to another subject?
Compliment. When you say compliment for someone, you compliment him or her, right?
Yeah, I
So,
mean, what do you mean by subject complement? Like, I have two subjects in the same sentence?
yes, like what helps me unwind. Music is what helps me unwind. This is a subject, right? So because I'm talking about me, okay, a
Hmm.
subject complement. This is called like that. So I gave music first, but I'm talking here about me, right? So what helps me unwind. This is called subject complement. You know.
Yes.
So music
Okay.
is a way for people to communicate with whomever they meet. So object of a preposition,
Preposition.
whomever.
Yes.
Okay. So indirect speech is expressed using a noun clause. For example, they ask it whether if we could recommend some good recordings. The violinist explained that the concerto was quite difficult to play. So a noun clause can also be introduced by
Hmm.
whomever, or whatever, meaning any person or anything. So whoever can combine hip hop with pop is sure to be a hit. Okay, this is also a noun clause. The audience was always loves whatever they play. Okay, so noun
Hmm.
clauses often follow phrases with
Yeah.
impersonal it subjects. So it's my opinion that music is a kind of international language. In writing, subject and noun clauses are often preceded by phrases such as the fact, the idea, etc. So the fact that enjoyment of music is universal is quite interesting. Okay, so
Hmm.
it's not. It's you cannot say or cannot focus with the grammar that much because it's already the structure. Okay, so already these stuff without knowing grammar part, right? So, as they say here, introduce each noun clause with that, if, whether or not, or a question word. So
Okay.
go ahead, like continue that. Like it's his opinion.
Um, hold on. That classical music is boring.
The classical music is boring. Yes. Two.
Buying buying old records is I spent my Saturday afternoons. Can I say why? Is why I spent my Saturday afternoon? No,
Is
la.
what I spend my Saturday
Yes,
afternoons.
what? Yes, what?
What So three.
I'm having difficulty recalling band played at the dance. Recalling which band played at the dance?
Which band played at the dance? Yes, four.
Yes. I like most is to take a hot bath while I listen to music. How I like most is to take a bath while
What I like most. You didn't say
yes.
how I like most. What I like most is to take. Don't think too much. It's the way already the way that we're talking anyway. You know. So
Yes.
did they tell you the concert
Uh,
will start?
when the concert would start,
Exactly. I
I
don't
don't
want to be
want to
late.
be. Yes,
Six.
I can't really tell you. I like some pieces of music. Maybe it's because they remind me of songs my mother sang to me when I was a child. Okay, I can really tell you how I like some pieces of music. Finally, how?
Yes.
Yes.
Seven.
Uh, Robert, Robert,
Mm-hmm.
Robert asked me I had bought tickets yet. If I had bought tickets yet,
Roberta asked me if I had bought tickets yet. Yep. Or
yes.
whether I had bought tickets yet. Both are correct.
Okay. She can't imagine how she would do without music. What? Sorry. What?
What
She
she
can't
would
imagine what
do
she
without
would.
music, exactly. What
Yes.
she would do without music. All right, great job.
Music is a gift and a burden I've had since I can remember who I was.
It's Nina
She said,
Simone, singer and pianist or pianist. So, yep, she said that about music. So,
yes,
do you agree or disagree with her? Or do you think is it like
the
music
gift and
can
burden.
be like someone's life or someone's identity?
Actually, because I am not musician, so I can't be in their shoes. But I think if I'm a singer or any like composer or anyone related to this music stuff, I will be addicted to the music. But because I told you I'm scientific one,
Mm-hmm.
rational one, so like I don't care about somehow about the music itself.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Okay, go ahead.
The audience knows when they are just listening to notes and when they are truly listening to music. Wow, I can't even know the difference between the both of them. Like I keep listening and what's playing.
Uh huh. I see. Okay,
Yes.
the third one.
Uh, what I have in my heart must come out. This is why I compose music.
Hmm.
Yes,
He's
I
a German
think
composer. You know,
Beethoven. Wow, it's Beethoven. It's Beethoven who said this word, or it's
Beethoven. Yeah,
Van.
Beethoven. Yes.
Yes,
Do you know?
yes,
Do you know him?
yes. I know his composer also like Bach and those people.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
know Beethoven.
I
Yes.
have no idea about that. Anyway.
No, I used to like when I was a child. I used to listen to them while I'm studying, so I knew some of them. But nowadays, like I don't know, like I kept away from those
Nobody
stuff.
had the mood. Nobody had the mood for a lot of stuff
Yes,
like that. Actually, I don't know why, but this is life. Life gets us busy, a lot of busy. We prioritize other stuff, rather than like entertainment
yes.
and stuff like that. Okay, describe a creative person. Describing creative
Okay.
personalities. So we talked about personalities before. So here we also have some positive qualities. Gifted.
Hmm.
Can you read the definition of it?
Yes, gifted, having the natural ability to do one or more things extremely well. Energetic, very active physically and mentally. Imaginative, able to think of new and interesting ideas. Passionate, showing a strong liking for something and being very dedicated to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a good one.
Yeah.
What about negative qualities? Eccentric, behaving is an unusual way or appearing different from most people. So it's a bad thing? Unusual way? Okay.
Yes, in an unusual way. It's like it's very strange behavior. You know,
Like
weird.
a crazy one?
What?
Like crazy one or unusual way like to be weirdo?
Yeah, it's maybe it's like a kind of weirdo, you know, but maybe it's also an unusual way. Let's look it at let's look it up in the dictionary and see what it says about that
Eccentric?
centric.
Yes.
It's the synonyms for like bizarre or cranky or
Yes.
crazy. Yep, it's crazy person, weird, like weirdo as well, as we said. You know, so the same meaning.
Difficult, never satisfied, and hard to please. Yes. Moody, quickly and easily becoming annoyed or unhappy. E- Egotistical, egotistical, right? Egotistical, shell?
Egotistical, egotistical.
Egotistical, yes, behaving oneself to be better or more important than other people. Ah, from ego,
Arrogant
egotistical.
and from ego, yes,
Yes,
like an arrogant
yes,
person, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, egotistical, you know, these are like negative personality as well, negative quality. All right, so here is a reading warm up. Is it often said that gifted people have eccentric or difficult personalities? Do you agree?
No,
Why?
gifted people have gifted people mean they have natural ability to do something. So why should we be like arrogant? Most of them they are not arrogant, and the other people maybe will be arrogant because they are talented or
Hmm.
gifted. So maybe. I think it depends on you raising up, the way of you raising up.
The way of you raising up, right? Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So
Uh,
you don't agree with that. This is your opinion, right?
yes.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so let's see the reading part here. So read the
Yes.
short biography. It's a biography. So what
Yes.
effect did Beethoven's
Beethoven.
personality have on his life?
Yes,
You know.
I know some knowledge about Beethoven. He was so arrogant, by the way, but he was so talented. Like I know that he doesn't care about the people or the cheering up of them. Like he's so self confident. You know this?
Self confidence.
And
Yes.
yes, and really, I was shocked from this knowledge because, like, he's amazing. He was amazing in his era.
Mm-hmm.
But when I read about him, like, I was shocked because, wow, how could you deal with people in this way?
Yeah.
So I think
Okay.
we will discover about
All right. Let's
him
see.
more.
Let's see the
Yes.
biography of it. Like a passion for music. He had passion for music, so he must have been good. You know.
Uh, yes. He is pioneer. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, shall I read?
Yes. Go ahead.
Born in 1770 in Bonn, Germany, Ludwig van Beethoven started playing the piano before he was 4 years old. Prodigy had already composed his first piece of music. What do you mean by prodigy?
Trilogy. Just okay. I'm gonna look it up for you.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, yes. Okay, go ahead until you finish the paragraph, and we're gonna analyze it
I feel
together.
that I know this word.
It's prodigy.
Okay. When Beethoven was just 16, he went to study.
It's like a person with like he has like exceptional abilities or qualities. It's kind of like a miracle child, or a genius or something.
Yes. Okay. Uh, shall I shall I continue?
Okay.
When Beethoven was just 16, he went to study in Vienna, Australia, then the center of European culture life, and home to the most brilliant and passionate musicians and composers of the period. Beethoven proved to be a gifted pianist and imaginative composer. Beethoven is remembered for this great genius, but also for his strong and difficult personality. In one infamous incident, Beethoven became so upset with a waiter that he emptied a plate of food over the man's head. Despite this type of behavior, many in musical and aristocratic, arist- aristocratic, aristocratic, yes, aristocratic
Aristocratic
circles.
circles admired Beethoven.
Beethoven, yes, and the music lovers were always Beethoven's greatest supporters. This fact didn't prevent him from losing his temper with one or another of them. However, because of his talent, Beethoven's friends always excused his insults and moody temperament.
Temperament.
Beethoven,
Temperament, that means
yes,
like he
from temper,
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like loses his temper or something like that, you know. So yeah, it's like a genius.
yes.
Like he was 4 years old, so it's like a miracle. Like he had like a great abilities since he was young. You know. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Beethoven was Beethoven was also notorious,
Notorious.
right? Notorious. What do you mean by notorious? Notorious
Notorious, not sha.
for
S
his
sound.
eccentric behavior.
You know. So he was gonna like is a famous person, but with a
Notorious.
bad quality or bad deed. You know.
Notorious. Okay. Beethoven was also notorious for his eccentric behavior. He often walked through the streets of Vienna, muttering to himself and his personal appearance. Wow. His clothes would get so dirty that his friends would come and take them away during the night. When they replaced the old clothes with new ones, Beethoven never noticed the difference. Wow. Although Beethoven was respected and admired by his audience, he was not concerned with pleasing them. Beethoven could play, can you just go up?
The
Could
piano,
play the
like
piano so beautifully listeners cried. The piano, yes, so beautifully that some listeners cried. However, when he saw his fans crying, Beethoven only laughed and said they were fools. He was so
mm-hmm.
egotistical that if people talked while he was performing, he would stop and walk away. Beethoven wrote two famous works, Moonlight Sonata and For Elsie. For two different women he loved. He was almost always in love, often was a woman who was already married or engaged. Although Beethoven asked several women to marry him, they all rejected him. But the most tragic aspect of Beethoven's life was his gradual loss of hearing, beginning in his late 20s, until he was completely deaf. Wow. However, even as his hearing grew worse, Beethoven continued to be energetic and productive. His creative activity remained intense and the audience loved his music. In 1826, Beethoven held his last public performance of his famous Ninth Symphony. By this time, the maestro was completely deaf. When he was turned around, applause. I think
because he
because
has
he's
also
arrogant.
some bad, yeah, he has some bad qualities. He's eccentric behavior and
Yes,
egotistical, you know.
yes,
So
yes,
here we're gonna match the vocabulary, like adjectives and vocabularies, the positive qualities and the negative ones, based on these statements. So number one,
yes.
what does it say?
Wait. Beethoven was already publishing music and earning a salary at the age of 12. He was very, I can't remember the word, prodigy. He was very prodigy. Can I say this? Prodigy. He was very prodigy. Or you mean the word that we take it a positive or
Prodigy,
negative?
yes, prodigy. He was
Prodigy.
very prodigy, prodigy.
Prodigy.
Yes, it's really good. Okay, number two.
Beethoven once told a prince, "There will be thousands of princes. There is only one Beethoven." Wow, he could be quite ecologistic,
Egologistic.
ecologistics. Yes, ecologistics.
Egotistical, not that.
This one, yes, I can't
Egotistical.
remember the. Just hold on, I
Egotistical.
will take a picture. Can you just move a little bit? I will take a picture for the word. Yes,
Okay, go
and
ahead.
yes to like. Okay.
Got it? Okay.
Uh,
So three.
yes. Egotistical. Yes. He's so humble. What is the hell? What the hell is this? Like, I hope to be like him one day.
Really?
Like, he's
Okay,
so
okay.
self-confident. Even he's arrogant. Can you imagine this? Like, I can't imagine myself in this place.
This
Like,
is, but if
to
you
feel that
like
I'm the best
self-confident,
one.
there is a difference between the self-confidence and the arrogance. Because if like you're feeling so self-confident, it's gonna lead you to be like to be a person who is egotistical. So don't be so fond of yourself. It's good to
Yes.
have an achievement. It's good to have it like you're the best and everything. Okay, but you gotta be humble as well. Man تواضع لله رفعه. So you just gotta work on that. Not like this person, okay? He's the best in the field and everything, okay? But you just gotta be humble as well. It's gonna be more like more amazing and more better, or it's gonna be better than anything else actually. And you're gonna have what nobody else has, which is like a lot, like you're gonna be a people person, and everybody's gonna love you. As you see, the end of
Yes.
like being egotistical, like 1 out of 10 in his
Mm,
town, like went to his funeral, right? So this is the bad
yes.
result if you have like egotistical, if you have like eccentric behavior and everything like that. No, like just to be humble, and everybody's gonna love you, and you have like you're gonna be famous anyway. Anybody, as long as you are the best in the field, you're gonna be famous, and also you're gonna be confident in what you do, and people will love your work and support you anywhere. And it's gonna be a win-win situation, right?
Yes, you are absolutely right. But like, I can't find the one thing that I am good at this thing. Like till now, at this age, like I can't find that like thing that will make you me unique from anyone else. You know this?
Yeah, you want to be special. You want to have something. You're
Yes.
looking for the something that makes you special than anyone else.
Yes, and I feel that I have potential, but like I till now I didn't find like
Maybe you have,
mm,
but you cannot find it. You gotta like look deep within yourself first, and then
mm,
you're just gonna find it. Okay, because it's really really hard to be like this confident, because it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work from
yes.
you, and you gotta work on yourself so much until you become so confident of yourself. Because everybody started that way. We all were shy and not sociable, and
Introvert. Yes.
we didn't have any kind of like people to support us, and we also had a lack of something that make wonder why we can't do that. Or we are all afraid of like public speaking and a lot of that, like that, like every single skill that everybody needs right now.
Mm,
So it just needs a lot of work, and it's a lot of like reading and a lot of like looking for a mentor to learn it from. Okay, in order to like be that
Yes.
person that you want to be in the future. So
Mm,
just don't be hard on yourself.
yes, I got your point of view. You're totally right.
Okay, so 3.
Beethoven would work long hours composing and never seemed to tire. He was always, hold on, and let me check. I think it's a good yes thing. He's always energetic
Energetic when he
or
performed from his audience for
energetic.
his audiences. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Beethoven had
Or
many close friends
imaginative.
who tried to
Yes.
help him with his problems. He continually pushed them away and refused their assistance. He was considered to be a
Difficult one.
difficult person. Okay.
Yes.
5. Beethoven became frustrated when he began to lose his hearing. While
Okay.
socializing
Wow.
with his friends, he would often have sudden bursts of anger. He could be rather
Moody.
moody. Yes, he was so moody. Uh,
Yes.
Beethoven said that his
Beethoven.
music expressed what
Let me
was
read.
inside of him and that he had no choice but to compose.
He was a composer. Hold on. He had no choice but to compose. He was a gifted composer.
A gifted composer, I think it's imaginative composer. Yes, like
Yes.
gifted pianist and imaginative composer. Okay,
Yes.
so this is the right adjective for it. Okay, 7. Beethoven's attention to feeling in his music began a new style, different in some ways from Baroque music, which was popular at the time. His compositions were
Um, I think it has something unusual,
pas-
passionate.
passionate. Yes, I think
Yes.
so. Yep,
Passionate.
can describe this way. Beethoven's friends thought he could be at times. For example, when he made coffee, he used to count out exactly 60 beans for each cup.
Wow. Wow. He is what he
It's like as
hold
a very specific person, complicated. The like we can be like
difficult.
yep, difficult as well,
Yes.
right? Because is never satisfied, or hard to please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think also because he doesn't have any parents who raise him in or, or well way. I think he's missing a lot. Or
Of
even
course, of
family. Like
course.
the
Everyone
article
had
didn't talk
a
about his family.
difficulty. Yep, of course. He's not gonna talk about everything about them, because just it's talking here about the personality only. So
Yes.
what made his personality? Of course, there are circumstances that shapes our personality. And the situation that we have been through and everything. So of course,
Yes.
that's why he became this way. All
Yeah.
right, so rate your own personality on a scale from 0 to 3. Compare your answers with a partner, use the vocabulary. So, um, are you like what? Like, give me a little, somewhat, or extremely.
For
And
me,
use
like
yes, you,
yes.
you, your
I
your,
think
your
I'm
favorite
in
question, I guess, like describing your
yes.
personality. Okay, go ahead.
Uh, like I'm energetic and a passionate one. But I'm not. Of course, I'm not gifted one. Like I don't have any gift. Wallahi. I hope so, wallahi, but I'm not gifted one. Um, and also like I'm traditional one, and it's my problem somehow. Like I love to ask people because I know that I stick to the rules. You know this traditional. I'm traditional. Want to strict to the rules. So I love to
Old
ask the
fashioned.
people. Yeah, to help me to think out of the box. Like I have this problem. I know this in my personality.
So you're not creative
Uh,
in your own way.
yeah, I feel that like, I love to imitate the ways or like to stick to the rules, and somehow it's not good.
So you don't
So I
want,
love.
yeah, you don't want to think out of the box, or you take risks or any kind of that, because
Yes,
yeah.
I'm a scared one, by the way. Yes, it's
Mm.
easily to be freak out. It's easy to be freak me out. Um, and even I'm hesitated one.
Yeah.
Like I
Mm.
can't take the decision easily. So it's hard.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
All right, no problem. So, read the quotations from the three famous musicians. Which one do you find the most interesting? So, how would you describe each musician's personality after that? So, okay, go ahead. The first one.
Ray Charles, American soul singer, songwriter, and pianist. It's my first time to hear about him. He said, "Music is nothing separate from me. It's me. You would have to remove the music surgically." Wow.
Surgically, yeah.
Uh, surgically, yes.
Okay,
Second
so
one,
how do you
Pablo.
describe his personality first? How do you describe his personality right now? This
He's
person.
passionate. He's passionate, yes.
Hmm. Okay,
He's
extremely passionate.
passionate. Yeah.
He's an extremely passionate person. Okay, well, music will save the world. Is Pablo Casals, Spanish
Wow.
cellist and
I think
conductor.
I heard about him, Pablo Caso, Spanish
Hmm.
conductor. Yeah, I heard about him. Music will save the world. Um, how can I see him? Nowadays, like I can't believe in this sentence. So like I don't know how can I describe him, because like I can't believe in those sentences now. Because we are living in Egypt. Come on, you know what do I mean by this?
Yeah, yeah, of course. It's not saving
Like, of
anyone.
course,
It's not saving
yes,
anyone the
of course,
popular music right now.
yes, of course, music will not cover the poverty that we suffered from it nowadays, or even the bad education system and those stuff. So, like, let's make some sense somehow.
Yep. Okay. So
Yes.
he's like,
The
maybe
last
he's a
one,
passionate
James
person
Brown.
for the music and everything, and he's like very very interested in music than anybody else. So, but yeah, we get like nobody has to not everybody has to agree with him. Okay.
Yes.
The third one, last one.
Uh, James Brown, American, yes, R&B singer and songwriter. I have outdone anyone you. Hold on, sorry, I have your window. My hands. Yes, I have outdone anyone you can name. Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, Strauss, Irving Berlin. He wrote 1,001 tons. I wrote 5,500. Wow.
She's a kind of
He's so
hardworking guy.
humble.
Yeah, and he's so humble.
He's so humble also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can stand the humbling way of them.
Yep. Yep. We can say that about him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's we're gonna finish up with that. Okay,